No question that just like there's going to be a run on the banks, meaning people are trying to get their money out of the banks, they're going to be running to put it into gold because no money is safe now in the bank because either your bank is going to fail and you will lose your money, or your bank won't fail because the government bails it out and your money will lose its purchasing power. So either way, you should withdraw your money now, but don't stick it under your mattress because it's going to lose purchasing power there too. You've got to convert it to real money. You've got to turn it into gold. Now, if banks could offer you a high enough rate of interest to offset the inflation, then that might be an incentive to leave the money in the bank. But the banks can't do that because they can't afford it because they're broke, because they've already locked up all their deposits in long-term, low-yielding mortgages and treasuries. So they can't pay you enough to offset the loss of inflation, but they can't stop you from withdrawing your money. The problem is they don't have the money because the money has been lost. That's what happened to Silicon Valley Bank or Signature Bank. So as more people rush to withdraw their money from banks and use it to buy gold, the Federal Reserve is going to have to print more money to enable those withdrawals, which is going to create even more inflation, which is going to accelerate the appeal of gold and cause even more people to deplete their bank accounts to buy gold. And then it's a vicious circle of, collapsing banks and runaway inflation. No, we will absolutely return to a gold standard. I mean, a gold standard has been the monetary system that has dominated through most of recorded human history. And I don't think that that's changed. I think we've temporarily experimented with fiat currency. The experiment is going to end in disaster, and it will prompt a return to what works, and that is gold. And whether it's governments or the private sector that lead the way, ultimately that's where we're going to go. And we don't need governments to remonetize gold. The private sector can do it all by itself. In fact, gold was money in the private sector before it became money in the public sector. It became money for the kings because that was the money that everybody wanted. That was, if you wanted to pay your guards, you needed to pay them in money that they could use to buy food. And the farmer wanted gold. And so that's what the kings collected in taxes. They collected gold so they could pay their soldiers. But I think what would happen now is private enterprises, private businesses, whether it's a bank or any other institution, doesn't even have to be a financial institution, but it has to be capable of holding custody of gold. It can then digitize, tokenize that gold, put it on a blockchain or other form, and allow individuals to own those tokens and then transact in them on the internet instantaneously for a low cost. They can price goods and services in grams of gold. They can pay for and be paid in grams of gold, and gold can circulate easily around the globe as money, as a unit of account, as a medium of exchange, and as a store of value. And so I think we're headed in that direction.